you talk about the present, living in the present, and then you talk a little bit about that sort of secret weapon or the horsepower being in the inflection.
Yeah.
But you also talk a lot about living in the future.
Yes.
And that's what, as venture capitalists, we're expected to do. And kind of, as you said, with Air Bed and Breakfast, you couldn't see it. What does living in the future mean? Is it we have to believe that, we're all going to have holographic meetings tomorrow? Or is it something that is so pertinent to the business that you're talking about?
Yeah, so when I say living in the future, I mean it in a very literal sense, like living as a verb. And so, like most people, when they think about vision, they think who's got better binoculars or who can see,
Right.
The future better crystal ball. Like, I think that the best founders I've worked with, William Gibson was right when he said that the future is already here. It's just not evenly distributed. And so I believe that most great startup ideas exist in a pocket of the future that's visited the founder before it's visited the rest of us. And it's not my job necessarily to know what the future is or even live in it, but it's my job to be a good judge of who is and to judge the authenticity of the founder when they describe the future that they're living in. And so it's a little bit Zen, but one of the things I learned was if you want to have a great startup idea, don't try to think of a startup. Because if you try to think of a startup, you'll orient yourself in the present and you'll try to solve present pain for present people with conventional problems. What you want to do is you want to live in the future and experience firsthand, the pattern breaking potential of these new inflections.
Yeah.
And by experiencing it firsthand, you encounter the limits of your ability to get the most out of it. And so most of the best ideas I've seen come from living in the future and building what's missing in the future.